Okay, I'm back. It's your boy Eisender's Tactical. Before I get started, just want to let everybody know these guns are clear, unloaded, no ammunition in the magazine, nothing in the chamber, safe control environment. Yeah, man. If you're interested in buying some good gun cleaner, check out SC14. I'll put a link in the description for the store on Amazon and give you a discount code. Shout out to Freedom Brothers Armory, and shout out to Vedder Holsters and Skylar. And a big shout out to the 2A team. We're gonna be back. We just all been busy. People working. Got all of us got family and kids, so we're gonna be back stronger than ever once the summer's over. So let's get into this video, man. So I've recently been on a mode of this summer 2025 has been about pretty much upgrading my Glock pistols. If you don't know, I'm originally from California, so I only could get Glock Gen 3 models, which is not a big deal. Also limited capacity, 10 rounds, which for me, I think is sufficient enough for everyday carry. As long as you got a backup magazine, you're good to go. That's 20 rounds. If you need more than 20 rounds, it's probably not gonna be a normal confrontation with a goon. You were actually targeted, and it's probably an assassination attempt. So with that being said, now I'm in a free state, Louisiana. I had the opportunity to go ahead and upgrade to the Gen 5 models. I didn't upgrade for the round capacity, believe it or not. I did not do it for the front serrations, believe it or not. I did not do it for the MOS system, believe it or not. I simply upgraded to Gen 5 for better performance, the barrel, the triggers, and also the ambidextrous controls. That was the main reason why I upgraded, because being a lefty, I had to manipulate those Glocks without the controls. Never had a problem with it though, but it was a learning curve. But the Gen 5 with the controls on both sides makes it just a much better pistol for a lefty. And anybody's a lefty, go ahead and tap me and let them know. It's a really big deal. So here we got my Glock 19 and my Glock 23. And pretty much got them both set up pretty much the same. That's kind of intentional. I'm a creature of habit. I don't like change that much. In certain things I like change, like changing my clothes every day, but no, for the most part, I don't like changing stuff in guns. And how I pretty much got into Glock was the first Glock I ever bought was a Glock 17. I got rid of it. That's another story. I'll tell you all about that later. But and pretty much never looked back. Then the next Glock was the Glock 19, and the next Glock was the Glock 23, and then so on and so forth. So, but for the most part, these two have been my favorite Glocks, over the years of carrying Glock pistols and, shooting them and having them for home protection and self-defense. Yeah, these two were the ones that I've always, me personally, thought was the best ones they made. So the Glock 23, Gen 5 MOS. This is the recently one I just got, and I put a Holosun 407C on there. Got a Springlight TLR 7A, and I did put some new sights on it. The Mariglow, the tritium in the front, and tall sights in the back. So I did put that on there. There's no ammunition in this magazine. There's nothing in the chamber. So this Glock 23, what they did, some of the improvements they did on this versus the Gen 3 is the slide is definitely more fortified. It's a heavier slide, more robust. It's definitely heavier because when I was in the shop, when I was holding them, you can clearly feel the difference in the weight from the Gen 5 to the Gen 3. So it's definitely a more robust slide. And when I shot it yesterday, the recoil was much more manageable. So that was a huge improvement. So that's what that one was one of the reasons why I want to get this Gen 5 23, because it's a better built pistol. And a lot of people don't know that first batches of 23, when they rolled out, they didn't do well with law enforcement. So that's why the law enforcement went with the Glock 22, more robust, and it was built to actually hold that 40. When they put this 23 out, from my understanding, they rushed it out to market, and they didn't really do too much difference with the slide from the Glock 19. So it didn't do well. But the one I got, I had no problems with it, but that wasn't the earliest batches of Glock 23 Gen 3s. This is the original batches that I'm talking about that rolled out. So they weren't happy with this first model that came out. Now this model is the truth. They learned from all the stuff that they did on Gen 3 and pretty much corrected it and fixed it on the Gen 5. It does have back straps you can put on there. I think I took these off. Yeah, I took it off. The medium back strap kind of makes you break your grip to release the mag. And that was one of the main reasons why I took it off, because I kind of had to break my grip to get to that mag release. But other than that, it shot well yesterday at the range. And I didn't do no footage because I just didn't feel like doing it. And I actually shot better without the footage. I never shoot that good when I'm filming. And this is the Glock 19 Gen 5. Pretty much the exact same gun, just in 9mm. I put Talon grips on here. And TLR 7X, Holosun 407C, just like that one. Mariglow tall sights. Same exact setup, basically. Just this one got an orange front, tritium in the front. So yeah, and this is a clear firearm. There's nothing in here. So these two are my favorite two. They always have been, and it's just nice to have both of them now with the most recent upgrade. And I know somebody gonna say, well, what about Gen 6 rollout? I don't know, I probably won't even mess with those first batches of those models that come out. And who knows, I may not even ever buy one. I'm pretty satisfied with what I got right now, but these are the two that I had to really, you know, get under my wing real quickly, and I didn't want to wait till the fall or winter or nothing like that. So I just went ahead and upgraded them. And all I did was basically trade in my old Glock Gen 3. I did not trade in my old Glock G19. I just literally bought the MOS. But I traded that in, I traded the Glock Gen 3 23 in, and then paid the balance. And I just bought the Glock 19 all out with my own money. So it feels worth it, you know, now, you know, pretty solid in that 2 carry, because those are my 2 favorite carries. People follow my channel pretty much know that this is, these are the guns that I actually carry, and most people know that. And so having all that already, and what's cool about it, all my old mags from my Gen 3 models, I still got them. So, and I still got the 10 round mags when I was in California. So I have a lot of mag support for these 2 pistols right here. A lot of mag support. I think the Glock 19 has the most mags in my arsenal. I got 24 round Kobe sticks. I got 17 round mags, 15 round mags. I mean, it's got a lot of mag support. 10 round California compliant mags. I got about 9 of those. So it's pretty much loaded. And what's great, shout out to Vedder Holster and Skylar. You know, I already got holsters for them already. So, and both these holsters fit. Both these guns fit in this one holster. So pretty neat, you know. So there's a 19, and then you can have a backup 17 round plus 2, which is a 19 round backup mag. So that you know, I already had that set up. And this holster is by Vedder, and if I put a link to their store and discount code if you guys are interested in buying a holster from them. Okay, and then same thing for this one. What makes it so great, everything is just universal now. I can put the 23 in here. .23 goes in there. And what's also great, I have my tier 1 holster. Same thing. These are all universal fits. For the holster setup. So it's pretty nice to have that already set up with all your holsters and everything, mags ready to go, and didn't have to go buy any more accessories. or you know, just stuff to make it compatible for everything you have. And that's why I pretty much stick with the same manufacturer when it comes to buying pistols for that convenience, you know. And you know, shout out to Vedder because I can carry like this too. Just gotta take the light off if I want to be more minimalist. So I have a mag carrier for so you know, you got a mag carrier right there. If you want to carry like this, just with that, it's got to take the light off. This is a non-light bearing holster, kind of like a minimalist situation right here. So pretty neat. Had those options of carrying. But yeah, man, I didn't want to hold you guys too long. I just want to let you guys see the setup, see what's going on, let you see pretty much two of my favorite setups right there. Let me know what's your two favorite setups. That's a nice combo right there, you know, 9mm and 40 caliber Smith & Wesson, both the same setup. So when I carry them or whatever I'm doing, it's no new muscle memory. It's just basically going up in the caliber or going down in the caliber. Nothing else is gonna change. Same sight picture, same red dot, same weapon mounted light, just pretty much the same. I know it's kind of plain Jane boring, but you know, it's been working for me for quite some time, and I don't see no reason to switch it up. So I just want to let you guys see that nice little combo setup. Let me know what you guys think about the Gen 5s. I think it's definitely an improvement from the Gen 3s. And like I said, mainly not so much performance and all that stuff. It's just mainly the ambidextrous control and a little bit better barrel, and I think a little bit better trigger. However, my Glock 19 Gen 3 that I still have, that trigger is smooth as silk. So, because it's got so many rounds and action through it that it's all worked in real good. I think a lot of these are breaking at 4.5 pounds. These Gen 5 triggers, I believe, they're breaking at 4.5 pounds, whereas the Gen 3s was breaking at 5.5. So, but that Gen 3 Glock 19 I got, I think that thing's like around 3.5 now because it's real worked in. And plus it has a ghost connector in it too. So yeah, and I'll do a video on that later. But I just want to let you guys see that setup, those two right there, and this is how I got them set up. And let me know what you guys think. And like I said, if you're looking for a good gun cleaner, check out SE14, US made, veteran owned, right out of Texas. And I'll drop a discount code for you. Same with Vedder. You're looking to buy a holster, I'll drop a discount code and a link to the store. And check out Freedom Brothers Armory if you're in the New Orleans metro area, Metairie, and they can hook you up with whatever you need, man. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, man, let me know what you guys think. Like, comment, subscribe, drop some comments. I appreciate everybody tuning in. Everybody stay blessed. Peace.